Before this video starts, I just want to clarify two important little details. Number one, this video is just my opinion, so I respect your opinion. If you have different opinions to me, that's completely fine. I respect everyone's opinion, and everyone has a reason, okay? So, I just want to do this because I've always wanted to do a video like this, so have some fun. And number two, I'm going to be doing these videos for a while now. I haven't really done these kind of videos, which I guess you could call little chats, I don't know, I guess, whatever you want to call them, really. Just so, reaction recommendations, I want you to tone down on it. So I want you to remind you right now, no more recommendations, or if I give a recommendation, I will get mad, okay? So please calm down recommendations, and just please enjoy this video. It's just fun entertainment, all right? I've always wanted to do this, okay? Anyway, let's get into this. How's it going, viewers? Mr. Incredi-Brony's back, and he's rolling with the punches, baby. Welcome to a review video. Now, I haven't done these in a very long time, actually. Specifically, review videos that are actually long and very well-deserved videos. But this isn't just going to be a review. This is going to be actually a character analysis. Yes, I've always wanted to do a character analysis. Now, I'm a huge fan of Tamron 2009's videos on when he reviews certain characters in, like, his favorite franchise, Thomas the Tank Engine, or a character from My Little Pony. I always love those videos when he does that, you know. So I want to do one for myself as well. And you kind of know my opinion on a lot of My Little Pony characters if you've seen any of my videos, really. But there is one pony I really want to talk about, because I did actually get a couple comments on this in my reaction to Double Rainbow, where I mentioned, yeah, Rarity, you better suffer because you are the worst pony. I did get a comment saying, why are you hating on Rarity? Are you okay? But I'm going to explain why. She is my least favorite My Little Pony character. Yes, I'm actually going to be explaining why Rarity is the worst pony of not only just the main six, but also in the show in general, really. I know, right? Why do I despise this character? But listen, let me just say this right off the bat. Let me just get the music on, first of all. You probably won't hear it, but it's very, like, negative kind of music. It's very, like, tough, you know, ugh. Oh, let me get my drink as well. Anyway, so, let me say this right off the bat. I don't think Rarity is, like, a terrible person or pony in this case. I just think Rarity, out of all the main six, is my least favorite. She's the weakest link, alright? Every brony has an opinion, okay? You have your favorite pony, you have your least favorite, but there's always but people are gonna question why a certain one is your least favorite, because you should love all the main six, right? Well, not in my case. I don't love all the main six. As you all know, I love Pinkie Pie, I love Fluttershy, I love Rainbow Dash. As for Applejack and Twilight, I like those two. They have their flaws, but I still like them. And Rarity is the only one that I just kind of like. So, yeah, I'm going to be explaining in this video why Rarity is my least favorite, and honestly why, and I think this is going to explain why I never really saw her as actually a very, very important character, and a reason why I think the show wouldn't be any different without her. And I know that sounds crazy because she is one of the elements of harmony, you know, in her case, the element of generosity, you know, that's important, right? Well, at the same time, first of all, Fluttershy is the element of kindness. Isn't generosity and kindness technically the same thing? So, you really have Fluttershy doing in that proportion, and you have Pinkie Pie as the laughter. That makes sense. Rainbow Dash is loyalty. That's also unique. Twilight is magic, which makes sense, because friendship is magic, you know? She is technically the leader of the main six, and Applejack is honesty, because that's an important thing. Honesty is the best policy, to most people at least. But for Rarity, generosity is something that I wouldn't really use to describe her personality, and it's hard to say this because I love this show, but I gotta be honest with you, I never liked Rarity from the start of the show. And I'm going to explain my history with Rarity and why she's always been my least favorite. And even though she does develop into good later on in the show, at the beginning, I'm going to explain, there will be spoilers, but I won't spoil season 9 or onwards, Baseball Gamer DJ. If you're watching this, you can watch this video. This won't have any spoilers to season 9. I'll only do the previous season. So don't worry about spoilers for you. It's going to be episodes that you have seen. So don't worry, you don't have to worry about that. However, to those who have not seen the show, there will be major spoilers. So I suggest you watch the show right now, and then you can hear my thoughts. But either way, let's get into this. This is my character analysis on why Rarity is my least favorite character in the show, and why she always will be. But I will always consider her still a fun character, because I still do like her in some episodes. So let's start off from the beginning. So right off the bat, when we meet Rarity in the first episode of season 1, sorry, I just gotta keep her mane nice and purty, because that's how she likes it. she struck me off as not a very good kind of character. She's the kind of pony that likes to think too much of herself as a character, you know? Like, she's a fashionista, right? She designs dresses for her friends, which is a nice gesture. You think that's generous, but the thing is, Rarity is the kind of pony that just, you know, can act out of proportion sometimes and get very annoyed when one little detail gets messed up. It's like if you drop, let's say you spill a bit of chocolate sauce on one of her dresses, or you spill, like me, I spill my drink on her floor, or heck worse, her carpet, she's gonna freak out. She literally freaks out, has a spasm, and gets kind of mad with you, like you just moided someone in her family. That is literally how she reacts. And if I'm being honest with you, that always got on my nerves. It's like, you can make another dress, you can buy a new rug, but you don't have to act like it's the worst thing in the world that you just got one little dress ruined. That's something that always got me annoyed with Rarity. It's like she only cares about looks and beauty. Listen, beauty is important for some people. For me personally, I think people who care about beauty and looks don't think people are beautiful the way they are, because Rarity's definitely that kind of person. Because like, if she was going to go on a date, she's going to put on a lot of makeup, a lot of eyeliner, and extend her eyelashes with whatever that thing is called. I don't know. I don't know anything about makeup and munitions, so I don't know. But what I do know is that people who do that, I think people only do that because they think they're ugly on the outside. Let me tell you right off the bat, viewers, ugly is a word that doesn't exist in my dictionary at all. I think everyone in the world is attractive. Even ones who, on a picture, would not look pretty. I swear, they are all beautiful on the outside and the inside. It's all about your personality. Your personality is the only thing that can be ugly. That's it. Your outside, your outdoor looks, never. They are always attractive no matter what you look like. I swear, viewers. However, the inside, which is your, you know, personality, that can be ugly. And in Rarity's case, it sure is. Her looks may be pretty, but I think the too much makeup she puts on, the fact that she puts a lot of powder on her, it's like, she's already like ghost white, like Alice Angel. I put so much powder on. And when we met her, I was like, oh no, she's this kind of person who stresses over the little details that don't even matter. Like, here's an example. In Season 2, Episode 10, Secret of My Access, where Spike gets greedy and tries to steal every little object in Equestria because he thinks, you know, he wants his birthday to be every day, he likes getting attention. He pony naps Rarity and then uses her as a weapon against her friend, using her clothes that she's wearing to stop Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. And guess what? What does Rarity say? Instead of being concerned if her friends are hurt, she's like, my cape! It's like, what? Your friends could be in pain. Like, why are you worried about your cape being destroyed? And I think basically DJ said it best. Like in The Incredibles, no capes. Like, oh my gosh. So that got on my nerves. So it's like every time something happens to you, she's not going to care if you're okay. She's worried if your clothes are ruined. Like, imagine if I got punched in the face right now, I'm on the ground, Rarity would look at me and be like, oh my gosh, Incredi-Brony, is your t-shirt ruined? Oh, that's what she would say. It's like, what, you don't care that if my nose is bleeding? You don't care if my knuckles could be broken or dislocated? I don't know, maybe I'm looking too into it, but Rarity always struck me as that kind of person that just doesn't care about if you're actually in pain, but if your clothes are ruined. And a good example is in Equestria Girls' friendship games, in the third movie specifically. So there's a moment where they're talking about like the past and how Sensashima was, you know, a bit of a crazy zombie who wanted to absorb everyone's friendships and make her own horde. Rarity is like, the wear and tear of my clothes is far too much. And it's like, yeah, because like if there was an apocalypse right now, that's the only thing I'd be worried about, if my clothes are getting destroyed. Clothes is the last thing you should be worried about, viewers. Like, Rarity, do you not care about your sister, your friends? They could be in pain, they could be in trouble, and you're worried that your clothes are ruined? I understand you should care about things, objects as well, but like, clothes should be the last thing on your mind. Maybe like a valuable toy you own or a DVD that costs you a lot of money like me, that would make sense. But clothes? Really? I mean, I understand, but like, it always annoys me whenever Rarity talks about fashion. It's like that's all she cares about. That's like her only interest. Rainbow Dash loves the Wonderbolt, but she doesn't talk about them constantly. She talks about other things as well, like how her friends are doing, how she's learnt new tricks, you know. Fluttershy loves animals, but she talks about more than just her animals. Pinkie Pie loves parties, but she's talked about way more. She's talked about her family before. Like, as for Rarity, she barely talks about anyone besides fashion. And I know people are going to say that Rarity's the most mature of the group because she has a fashion business in different locations, which is great for her. But at the same time, just because your business is good doesn't mean your attitude has to be negative, alright? So, yeah, that always annoyed me about Rarity. And here's another example to show how Rarity is badly written. In season 1 of the show, episode 19, A Dog and the Pony Show, not the best episode, but definitely not the worst episode, but it's one of the weaker episodes. There is a moment where she mentions to Spike, when Spike is talking about how Sapphire Shores is really cool, Rarity looks at her like, gives him like, and then Spike's like, I'm sorry, I'm not as beautiful as you, of course. And then Rarity is like, a lady never gets jealous. Okay, so a lady never gets jealous. I'll remember that. And then guess what? Episode 20, season 1, the same that a later episode, guess what? Rarity tells Twilight, I'm jealous of Fluttershy. I want her bright star to burn out. It's like, dang, I understand that you wanted to get the attention, but like, you should be more happy for Fluttershy. And the fact that she's jealous just proves a lady can get jealous. So is Rarity not a lady, or does she lie about that? So yeah, that was the consistency is just not there, folks. So for that reason, it just proved that Rarity was a badly written character. Now don't get me wrong, her drama related episodes where she's getting all dramatic are pretty hilarious, and I do love the episode Rarity Investigates, where she is being a detective in the noir-like style where everything was like black and white. That was cool. There are some great episodes with Rarity in it, but there are still episodes where she does some bad things. And another example is like season 4, Rarity, where Rarity takes Manhattan. Like, she gets stressed because she's late for the fashion show, but then she gets annoyed because Suri Polymer steals her design, which is of course understandable, but then she makes her friends work hard and not even thank them. It's like, I understand you're stressed, but could you at least not treat them like they are, you know, errand boys or errand mares, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, that moment always irritated me, and that's another one of the reasons why Rarity's always been my least favorite. Like, the kind of pony that only cares about, you know, her hobby. It's like, they don't really give enough attention to her friends. And in the episode Sisterhood Social, a season 2 episode, she ignores Sweetie Belle most of the time and doesn't realize that she just wants to have fun. And when she tries to have fun, Rarity gets annoyed with her over little details that were accidents. Again, I don't know. Listen, if you like Rarity, that's okay. But it is now time to talk about what is, in my opinion, the episode which made me realize Rarity will always be my least favorite pony. And that is season 2, episode 9, Sweet and Elite. This episode is literally a curse, in my opinion. Now, in this episode, Rarity goes to Canterlot, right, for a special royal visit with Celestia at the castle, which is really nice. And she's going to design a really beautiful dress for Twilight. Very nice gesture, right? Well, it sounds like a nice gesture, but she ends up bumping into Fancy Pants, the hotshot, I believe, who, I mean, I don't blame her for calling him the hotshot, I guess, because he's got that amazing voice. Like, I thought it was voiced by John Cleese, but he isn't. I thought it was John Cleese for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, so she gets invited to watch the Wonderbolts rally, and of course she says yes, because, you know, she wants attention. It's like, Rarity, did you forget that your friend needs you to design a dress for you? Huh? But no, I want all the attention. That's all you need. Even her cat opalescence is like, get on with the dress. Meow. You know? So yeah, that got on my nerves, and I thought that's just like 7 minutes of the episode, right? It can't be the whole episode. Boy, was I wrong, because this happens. We get an entire montage of her doing all fun things with other ponies, which are all snobby, first of all. It's like, do you like Angela because they're snobby like you? They complain about the little things and they don't care about, you know, the cool retro stuff? Huh? Is that your problem? That you don't like when boys like me are playing on our Xbox 360s? Like, I don't understand. These kind of people always annoy me. You know, the stuck-up people living in big houses, talking like we live in the 18th century or something. That's literally how it feels. And the fact that Rarity is, you know, a white pony, I feel like she can be a little bit offensive sometimes in the show. I don't know. like, the way she judged Zakura's design in episode 9 of season 1, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. It's like she was being offensive to zebras in a way. I don't know. It feels like the writers were trying to make her kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say the word because it might be rude, but you know what I mean. The R word. Anyway, so in the episode, so like I said, back to season 2, episode 9, Sweet and Elite. So in that episode, Rarity is then, of course, invited to have a little tea with Fancy Pants, right? And but it's not just Fancy Pants. It's actually by Jet Set and Uppercross, who were really mean to her in the beginning of the episode because they find out she's from Ponyville, you know, because her hat looks a little country, which is just so far hurtful to a lot of people, including my mother, who was born in Croatia. So she's basically a country folk in a way, you know. So I felt bad for my mom. I felt bad for my mom when they said that. And then, of course, we have this. So Rarity has to choose between going to Twilight's party and making her, you know, her dress, but then all going to Jet Set and Uppercross little tea party, which is like already the wrong thing. It's like, really? You're worried that your reputation is going to be ruined because you don't go to a little tea party? And of course, she goes there, and guess what she does? She writes a fake lie letter to her friends saying that Opalescence is sick or something. I forgot what she said, but I think she mentioned that Opalescence is sick. So yeah, that's when I decided, okay, Rarity, you're officially the worst pony. So, because you want to know why? I related to that. I had a friend who I invited all my friends in class to come with me for a party where we go bowling. You see, one of my friends did not like bowling, or he didn't like sports in general, really, which is understandable. But instead of telling me, Incredi-Brony, I don't like sports, I can't really go with you. Instead, you know what he does? He lies, saying, oh, I can't go, Incredi-Brony. My grandmother is very sick and no one can take care of her, so I have to do it myself. So, what? You're gonna lie about your grandma being sick and make me worried and make me feel guilty for... Like, I felt guilty almost, but then when I found out the truth, thanks to his parents coming to school one day, when I was like, so how's your grandma doing? I hope she's feeling better. The mum and dad is like, huh? What? What is Derek talking about? Yeah, so you hear that, Derek? I don't know if you're watching this, Derek, but yeah, look at that lie. You just lost a friend because of that. Wow. That just got personal. And when this happened in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, I was like, wow, Rarity, you're just like Derek, the kind of friend that would lie about little things because you just don't want to be honest, do you? So yeah, because of that reason, it feels like Rarity was embarrassed by her Ponyville friends, so her lie really hurt me, and for that reason, viewers, she is worst pony. Don't get me wrong, she still has funny moments in the show, and there are moments where I do actually like her as a character, but I'd say seasons 1 through 4 is when Rarity's character is definitely at her worst. But she does get better later on, but because of that, I have to say, she is the weakest link, and she never even apologized for lying. She just acts like it's nothing. So yeah, she got away with it easily because, you know, it's a kid's show. But yeah, I know you shouldn't take this seriously, but I just love this show so much, I have to just talk about this. So yeah. So give me your opinions down below, viewers. Who is your favorite pony of the show, and who is your least favorite, and why exactly? Of the main 6, who do you think is the weakest link? And explain why, I would love to know. But either way, I love you all, and I shall see you all in another video. And if you enjoyed this particular video, leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're interested, follow me on Instagram, link down below. And until then, stay positive, keep calm, stay safe, be it runnable. And as always, Brony on. Peace.